Hi everyone, I hope your holidays are going well, with good energy, good people, and some actually downtime with your families. As you probably know by now, I'm obsessed with nature, and I'm that one person that actually goes on a hike on a mountain only to breathe the fresh air, to be surrounded by green, and stare at the pattern leaf for 10 minutes, because it's just perfect. But lately, as a digital creative, I've been stuck on one question. We've always used plants for air, for decor, for food, right? But what happens when the line between plants and technology completely disappears? Because here is the thing, we're living now surrounded with AI screens, with digital era where everything is constantly scrolling, screens, and a lot of constant noise. Therefore, I started looking for a new middle ground. I wanted to see if technology actually amplifies nature and not replace it. And what I found is kind of a mind-blowing, because we're not talking about planting trees, but we're talking in watching a future or studying a future where nature is technology. And first, let's talk about Cyborg Botany to get you closer to my thoughts right now. This technology comes out from MIT Media Lab, led by Harpreet Saren. Essentially, they are merging electronics with the biology of the plant. And how? They're actually growing nanowires into the plant veins, and suddenly the plant in your living room is not only a plant anymore. It's like a touch sensor, it's like an antenna, and there is this software where you can actually click on your laptop and you can move the plant. It really sounds like sci-fi, but the goal is sustainable integration. Because imagine a world where plants are like sensors for your smart home, minimizing this way the need for plastic devices. It is like a synergy, not a takeover. But if Cyborg Botany is too tech for you, we have to take a look at this. This is Firefly Petunia, the light bio studio agency that developed this bioluminescent plant, taking genes from a mushroom, which emits a soft moonlight kind of glow. They didn't paint it. What they did is merging the genes of bioluminescent mushrooms in order for the plant to do the same, so to bring light to the room. And if you take a look at the website, this is not an advertising, it's just research that I'm doing about nature and technology, but if you take a look at the website, they have already launched it in spring 2025, and everything is already sold out. So people are really interested into having this new kind of lamps, which are natural for your home instead of using electricity, and it's even more beautiful in my opinion. It's like viewing at a new direction, at a more sustainable lighting with more evolution. Another thing, another product, and another idea that is really interesting, it's Diana Scherer's art, which is based on roots intelligence, kind of connected also to my note thesis, from which I talked about in my previous videos. And she's been doing this experiment since 2015. What is interesting about her way of making art is that she grows root systems. She uses mold to guide the root system growth into her own idea, how she wants it to be growing. It's a perfect example for plants' intelligence, because roots have been doing this for our whole life, and instead of using energy manufacturing fabrics, we can use roots, but in a good way, to understand their root system, how do they work, and to create our own fabrics in a more natural, aesthetically way. And this can make you think about a new direction, how to view plants not only for these other aspects that we were talking about, but how to view nature as a new type of fashion, as a new way to create fabrics that might literally be grown, not soon. And if we also take a look at urban landscapes, in particular the designer Pierre Rudolph, which ideated the High Line in New York, not recently, but I'm taking it as an example, because we're more and more integrating plants into our environment, and to feel more in touch with nature, with all these buildings that are being built in cities, in big cities. And what he did here is he integrated a lot of different plants of different seasons into only one park that kind of mimics how plants grow in the wild. This means that we can have a beautiful relationship with plants, even in a place where we are surrounded by all these high buildings and a lot of noise and overwhelming environment. We are already seeing it from years now, but we are going to see it even more, in my opinion. And why is this happening right now? And why am I talking about this? Because the environment, first of all, we are being overconsumed. We need eco-conscious solutions that aren't just less bad, but they're actually good. Secondly, because of the tech, AI and bioengineering are more and more advancing to talk to nature, to learn from it, and to create new sustainable solutions. Neri Oxman is one of them, but there are a lot of other designers who are experimenting in this direction. The other factor is the balance, because honestly, we need the balance this time more than ever. And we're so burnt out by digital intensity, and it's not just me talking here. I also hear it around me everywhere, between my age, but also people that are more adults and younger than me. And what we feel right now is this deep this deep connection we want to create with nature and how it feels to be human again. It isn't about technology increasing over nature or nature increasing over technology, but both of them increasing at the same time in a good sense. And this vision often leads to products that are functional, but also emotionally engaging, like the light bio plants that can reduce your stress when you come back from work or from a stressful day. What I feel is that nature reminds us of resilience, and AI technology right now, it's not reminding that to us. They just don't have it yet. And this is what I'm inspired to create. And next time we're going to talk about also Azuma Makoto, which is a Japanese artist, and we're going to talk and we're going to see about his botanical sculptures, and we're going to make our own, just like I had the inspiration for the Iris van Herpen similar fabric piece. And let me know in the comments, you would rather have a plant that feels like Wi-Fi antenna into your house, or a light bio plant that illuminates your space without needing to spend electricity? I'm curious, so let me know in the comments below. See you next time, and thank you so much for watching.